video about the group projects for those of you who are curious what those will entail. It's one of the major assignments that you have due this semester. I'm looking here on the left-hand sidebar where we find group projects. Here is the assignment rubric, which I will discuss very briefly in a bare bones kind of way because the major practical detail that I'm most concerned with now is showing you how to sign up to be in a group, as that could be a little bit tricky. The document is coming up. Here we are. Your task: imagine that one of our authors has translated their text for a 2020 audience. What modern media would they use? How else would they update their text? With a group, and you don't have to have a preordained group, we will put you in a group based on who signs up to work on a similar text. That will be your little temporary family, as it were. With this group, you will adapt an element of your assigned text, a situation, a theme, an excerpt, a character, perhaps a central conflict for a present day audience. So you can use modern day media such as Twitter, Facebook, memes. You guys are probably just as good at thinking of modern day media as your professors are, or probably much better, in fact. And you can think about how you might change the text's cultural references. For example, Homer's Odyssey is set in ancient Greece. So you might think, gee, since we're updating this, should we change it to a different time and place? One that would resonate differently for an audience living in the year 2020. I'll mention the two components of the assignment. One is the presentation, which you will share with the class at the beginning of your appointed day. As I say here, the presentations can include memes, Tumblrs, Twitter exchanges, etc. And then you will have a Q&A after the presentation, so explaining the method behind the madness, the academic ideas that informed your creative choices. So I know if I were there, I would ask a group, why did you choose this particular medium for this particular text? You will have thought about that question and others like it when composing your group paper, as I call it, the artist statement. So you will explain how you adapted the text for a 2020 audience, addressing issues such as why you chose the medium that you did for the presentation and what message you hope to convey to your 2020 audience. Additionally, you will explain how each group member contributed to the presentation. So to ensure that everybody contributes uniformly, grades will be awarded individually. So let me close that Word document, which extends to a second page, but I was just giving you the bare bones for right now. This is where on Blackboard you sign up to be in a group. That was that handout, group projects. This is the grading rubric that your instructors will be using. And here we have sign up for group projects. So our class is comprised of 6 sections, section 13 through section 18. On this sign-up sheet, there are 6 opportunities for each section, 6 texts on which you might present. So 1001 Arabian Nights, as it is known, a text from Geoffrey Chaucer, Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, Boccaccio's Decameron, Homer's The Odyssey, and The Pillow Book. I'll be speaking more to each of these texts as we get the semester rolling. I'll just give you a brief teaser so you can get a taste of what they are about, so you can make an informed decision about which group to sign up for. Something else to take into consideration is the dates on which you wind up presenting, as each of the group presentations follows immediately our completion of that text in the class. So we are finishing the Odyssey in week 3. And then the following week is when presentations on the Odyssey will take place. This is true for all of the text except Shakespeare's Twelfth Night, which we're studying at the very end of the semester. So as you'll see, be sure you know what section you're in, because we got section 14, the same 6 texts. 15. Let's get a shout out for section 16 and 17 and 18. So all 6 texts are there. Pick the one that resonates the most for you, or choose according to what week the presentation is taking place. We will have already studied the text, so you're not going it alone, as it were. But also, it is a pretty brief assignment, so even if you sign up for something and think I'm not an expert at this text, well, you have a bit of time to become one. And probably many of you are experts at using modern day media like Twitter and memes. So you've got that talent, working in your favor. Good luck. We'll talk more about this assignment over the course of the semester. But for those of you who are eager to get started, there's something to do.